Hey Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Capnclydes MTG. Today we have the full deck list of what's in It's Raining Cats and Dogs, and it's going to be a sweet one, I do have to say. So before we get started, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comments down below, feed the YouTube algorithm, yada yada yada. Links in the description to all the stores, eBay, TCG Player. Check us out on Rumble. There's memberships, the whole 9 yards on YouTube here. Hook a brother up, but at least subscribe. All you gotta do is subscribe. It's free. Watch a few videos. Good enough for me. It helps support the channel, at least till ShamWow shows up. Then we're gonna have a sponsor. But anyway, till then, let's get to it. So, it's Raining Cats and Dogs. This was an amazing deck that came out through Secret Lair. It's a whole commander deck. We looked at some of the cards as they were spoiled. The one thing we did miss is this sweet Soul Ring with the cutest of kitties. And if you don't like kitties, the best of boys is on the back. So that is an amazing thing. We talked about the sweet lands. And then we have some tokens here. We have the doggy token with a knife because, watch out, they're dangerous. And then we have the cat token who's apparently getting drunk. That's on par. That's what my cat would do. Anyway, so moving on, we have the rest of the deck list, so let's just go through it real quick and see how good the rest of the deck is, and then we'll talk about dollar value. So, we have Alms Collector. Not too bad, 4 mana, 3/4, flash. Opponent draws 2 or more cards. Instead, you and that player each draw the cards, so not bad. We have the High Cliff Felidar reprint, 5/5 Vigilance for 7. Clearly a cat. When it enters the battlefield, for each opponent, choose a creature that greatest power among those creatures that player controls and destroy them, not like a Wrath of God on the cat. Kit Kitano's in here, from the Commander Cat from Streets of New Capenna, not bad. Cat Bard Druid, whatever. Oh, Brimaz, the man, the myth, the legend. Literally, he's a legendary. White, 2 white and 1 for a 3/4 cat soldiers who spits out more cat soldiers. What more could you want in life? So yeah, that's a great one. We have the Stalkin' Leone, white and 2 for this 3/3 cat. When it enters the battlefield, secretly choose an opponent. Reveal that player. Reveal the player you choose. Exile target creature that's attacking you if it's controlled by the chosen player. You only do it once, but hey, who cares? King of the Pride, we got a Lord for the kitty cats. We have the Kamanu Battle Armor. So this is from the Kamigawa commander decks. Not too bad. 3 mana, menace, +2/+2, and menace. When it's equipped to something, it's 2/2 by itself. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you get to go to creature, so pretty cool. We have Skyhunter Strike Force. Why is this a cat? Anyway, I guess I always looked at the pterodactyl in the front. White and 2 for this 2/2 flyer with melee, which is pretty sweet. Has lieutenant as well. As long as you control your commander or other creature you control have melee. Whenever this creature attacks, melee gives it +1/+1 at the end of turn for each opponent you attack this combat. We have the White Mane Lion, the best of savers. As this little fella here will save anybody. Has flash, it's a 2/2, and lets you bounce stuff back to your hand. We have the Loyal Warhound, nothing better than to fetch up planes with. 3/1 for 2 with Vigilance. It enters the battlefield. If your opponent has more lands, you get to put a land in play. The Regal Caracal. This hot cat from Hour of Devastation, I believe. 2 white and 3 for a 3/3. Other cats get +1/+1. Plus it makes 2 1/1s. So basically you get 3/3, 2 2/2s. This is just a great cat in here. Lion Sash. Basically this is a white Scavenging Ooze. We'll just say that. Plus it equips. Pretty cool. We have the Pack Leader, the best of boys. This 2 mana 2/2 other dogs get +1/+1. Also says whenever Pack Leader attacks, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. In case you didn't know, he's a dog. So yeah, he's gonna come in hot with his boys every turn. We have the Hungry Lynx Cat, 2 mana 2/2. Cat hit gives your cats protection from rats. Fair. Beginning of your end step, target opponent creates a 1/1 black rat creature token with death touch. Whenever a rat dies, put a +1/+1 counter on each cat you control. Hello. We have Seth's Tiger, 2 white and 2. This 3/3 with flash enters the battlefield to gain protection from color of your choice. Mirror Entity. If you don't know what this thing does, read the screen and then wonder why you're not playing it in whatever deck you have. The only reason not to play this is if you don't have creatures. Anyway, Quasley Slingers, well, what a name. Green and 4 for this 3/5 with reach. Whenever it or another cat enters the battlefield under your control, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment. Powerful when those tokens start popping in or popping off. Anyway, Spirited Companion Dog, 2 mana, 1/1 that draws you a card. Everybody knows about that. We have Mararis, Breaker of the Coil, 4 mana, 5 for your opponents. Your opponents can't cast spells during combat. That seems fair. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you get to go to creature. Not too shabby. We have Oreskos Explorer, 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever it enters the battlefield, search your library for up to X planes cards, where X is the number of players who control more lands than you. Great way to go fix your mana problems. Jazeel Goldmane, again, powerful 4 mana, 4/4 first striker that lets you give +X to end a turn to all your attacking creatures. Fleetwood Panther, boy, haven't seen this in forever. This was Planescape, I believe. 3 mana, 3/4 with flash. When it enters the battlefield, return a green or white creature controlled to its owner's hand. Tarian Mauler, red and 2. Oh, it's a shapeshifter. I was like, that is not a cat, nor is it a dog. It's a 3 mana shapeshifter. It's a 2/2. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Hell yeah, plays in every deck. Anyway, we have the Teamer Sabertooth back from Cons, 2 green and 2 for this 4/3. For green and 1, return another target creature to its owner you control to your owner's hand. If you do, the cat gets indestructible at the end of turn. Very nice. We have Nakudal Warpride. This 3/3 for 6 can only be blocked by one creature. Must be blocked by exactly one creature if able. And whenever it attacks, put X tokens on the play, tapped and attacking that are copies of the Warpride, where X is the number of creatures defending player controls. Ha. Anyway, Keeper of Fables. This is a sweet cat from, I believe, Eldraine, first Eldraine run. 2 green and 3 for a 4/5. Whenever non-human deals damage, draw a card. Very nice. Feline Sovereign, great card. Green and 2 for this 2/3. Other cats get +1/+1s. Has protection from dogs. Kind of counterproductive. But anyway, whenever one or more cats you control deal combat damage to a player, destroy up to an artifact or enchantment they control. Very nice. We have the Masked Vandal Changeling. 2 mana, 1/3. It lets you exile something from your graveyard to disenchant. Very cool. Realm Walker, another shapeshifter. 3 mana, 2/3. Choose a creature type when it comes in the battlefield. Look at the top of your library at any time. You may cast spells from the top of your library of the chosen type. Do you choose cat or do you choose dog? I would probably choose cat, just saying. Anyway, Greater Tanuki. This 6 mana, 6/5 with trample does have channel. Will let you search for a basic land card, put on a battlefield tap. So good way to do a little mana ramp in there. We get the Bloodline Pretender. This changeling is a 3 mana 2/2. You make a creature type when it comes into play, and when you lay one of those creature types, you can put a counter on it. Then we have the good old Wrenn and Jetmir that we've already spoiled. All right, now we're going to move into the good stuff. We have enchantments. We have Cast Out, great removal spell. Felidar Retreat. Wow, is that amazing? Plus, it starts spitting out cats to trigger your other abilities. Impact triggers. Nobody's blocking. End of story. Beastmaster Ascension, a green and 2. Whenever a creature you control attacks, you may put a quest counter on the Ascension. As long as the Ascension has 7 more counters on it, creatures you control get +5/+5. What? I threw up my mouth a little bit there. Anyway, Lurking Predators. This 6 mana enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, you may put the card in the bottom of your library. God, that's disgusting too. This thing's amazing. Showdown at Scalds. This is just your basic draw spell. 4 mana, exile top 4 cards, and then every spell after that you cast. You can cast those 4 or any other spell. You get put +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. And of course, the daddy of tokens, Anointed Procession, is in here. We know that's a reprinted card. For instance, we have Crib Swap, which changes anything to a 1/1 Shapeshifter token because, crib swapping. Anyway, Path to Exile, great removal spell. White Sun Zenith. 3 white and X make X 1 2/2 white cat creature tokens. God, that's disgusting. You got that enchantment destroyer out. We have Return of the Wild Speaker. This is amazing. Non-humans get +3/+3 or draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-human creatures you control. Pretty sure this is in here for a get you the whole jig there. Pretty sure this is in here for +3/+3, but hey, who knows? Maybe you want to draw cards. We'll go through artifacts next. We have the Cursed Mirror. It's a great card. It's a mana rock. It changes into things when it first comes in. Herald's Horn, of course, it's a creature type deck. You'd want this. Arcane Signet, Mana Rock. Basilisk Collar. Why not give everything Death Touch? Oketra's Monument. Yeah, 1/1 white warrior creature token with vigilance. And all your white spells cost one less. Yeah, you're not making cats or dogs, but they do cost one less, and you're spitting out blockers. So, yeah. Maskwood Nexus. This thing lets you make a shapeshifter token with Changeling that can be any creature type, which is kind of the thing the deck does. Skull Clamp. Do I need to say more? Anyway, Vanquisher's Banner. This is a hot take. And of course, we have the Soul Ring reprint. For sorceries, we have Warp World. Hello. This thing. Each player shuffles all permanents he or she owns into the library, then reveals that many cards from the top of their library. Each player puts all artifacts, creatures, and lands revealed this way on the battlefield, then does the same for enchantment cards. Then puts all cards revealed that were not put onto the battlefield at the bottom of the library. So if you've got 7 tokens and you cast this, those tokens get shuffled into your deck, which can't happen. But they were permanents, so you get to take those 7 tokens and get 7 things out of your deck. Now that this includes, it says all permanents, so it includes your lands and everything too. So that would give you 14 shots at getting some big nappies. Yeah, and that's why this is in here. Make a bunch of tokens, pop off a Warp World, and the game's probably over. Nature's Lord along the ramp, 3 visits, more ramp. Cultivate, the best ramp. Farseek, more good ramp. Yeah, so some other cards that are in here is we have the Boss's Confident, Tosca's Welcome, Jetmir Garden, Dust to Dawn, and Jenny Faye, Jetmir's Second. Now the land cycle, we'll leave the worst for last. Jungle Shrine, Path of Ancestry, Crowswood Verge. Exotic Orchard's okay. Of course we get a Command Tower, thank God. Rootbound Crag's good. Supplemental Grove is okay. Canopy Vista, Cinderglade, Clifftop Retreat, Animal Sanctuary. Not the best or most expensive card, but definitely on point, and I'm glad it's in here. If it wasn't in here, I would probably have questions, because it says cat, dog. Cat, dog. Remember that cartoon? Anyway, we have Scattered Grove, Sheltered Thicket, Fortified Village, Game Trail, 10 Plains, 5 Mountains, and 7 Forests. And that's all of it, guys. With all that said, again, I still give this a B+ rating. It's probably really close to an A. Dollar value for this entire deck, if you were to buy all these cards individually, is $270. And that doesn't take into consideration that you get all these cool extra off-brand special prints all through up here and stuff on top of that mixed in. So these card values, even though they're probably high, will be higher because they're special printed. So yeah, there you have it. With that said, I know a lot of people are upset they didn't get a chance to buy this because it was a limited quantity run. We'll talk about that in a later video. But it was up for sale for 6 hours, and if you can't buy one inside of 6 hours, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Trust me, I'm upset I didn't get one too, but I honestly forgot. And that's on me, and I can admit that. So let's just not go there. Yeah, so $270 worth. If you don't include any of the special art, you made it yourself. So with the special art and everything else going on, this is a fantastic secret lair, and most of the commander decks are. Of course, their land always sucks. But with all that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, be kind, and as usual, I hope to see you across from the game table. I hope you're playing the bestest of boys and the goodest of cats. Is that a thing? I probably got that fucked up.